Then I was licking the toes all in my mouth. Working myself up towards her thighs. Kissing ever so gently around her gut. Then I start kissing on her titties. Then, you know, she got a big mouth. Then she said, what you gonna do with my lips? I said, I'm gonna put some crazy glue on you and shut the fuck up. That's what I'm gonna do.
I need to stop talking all that shit, G.
Hey, nigga dude, I'm not talking no shit.
What you laughing at, Ray? With your ugly ass. Look like you bit a brick.
He's right. You do. Whoa! Damn! Fuck Tyson. Fuck him. Come on, man, you bad hair motherfucker. Go ahead, never gonna go there. Go in the line, baby. Why you talking like that? One line.
Thank you. Hey, drainage upstairs right now. It's an emergency. Sweating his balls off. All right, here go the money, Frankie. Hey, yo, George, I'll be right back. Frankie, it's $10, no skimming. $10? It's $15?
$15, $20.
I'm sorry, $20.
$20 damn dollars. Get your ass on the net. What you look at, old scarecrow? Who you call a scarecrow, goddammit? 40 for you.
Go fuck yourself.
Cool people. I wonder one of these days, are we gonna get caught for using all these different beats?
I hope we do.
Yeah.
If we do shit, that means somebody listens.
Yeah, somebody send a cease and
I'm
desist.
not saying y'all ain't listening, but somebody. Whoever they is.
Whoever got some power is listening to something. Which, okay, whatever.
Cease and desist.
Yeah, I like
We
those
get that
letters.
first cease and desist. Motherfucker, we made it.
We made it. They erased all our shows, but we made it.
Yeah. Okay, when we go back in and edit
Start
the
from scratch. Where's Scratch at?
Episode 1 again.
Episode 116
116
of that meddling ass. I
Oh,
think
it actually didn't feel like 116 here in Texas today.
It was actually nice today.
It was only 92.
Yeah, like I said,
Damn, really?
yeah.
Damn, I
Hey,
really.
I fell asleep in my car on lunch with the windows down. I was like, fuck it.
That's around lunch. It was in the mid 80s. Like
Yeah,
around
that was
4
nice.
Around 4 o'clock. That's when it kind of got.
Because
to about
lately it's
90,
been hot,
91.
like hot even at night.
Yeah.
Which
That-
is just depressing. You go outside, you're like, damn, I can't get away
It's
from the door.
It's almost. It's not as dry as Vegas, but it's like it been kind of feeling like. You know, can you walk out? That heat like give you pressure on your chest. Like shit, you just trying to take my breath. Heat. Hold on, man.
Doom, 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 doom.
Yeah, he'd be like, nigga, I'm in control.
Look at me. I'm the captain now. I'm the captain now.
You stay composed, stay hydrated. But I will kill you if you stay out here too long.
Yeah. Fuck around if you want to.
Step out this, take one more step. Anywho, this is your boy LP.
The other one's got it.
Jamile, a.k.a. John Carlos.
Our sponsor today.
Modelo Especial.
There you go.
Special.
And they don't
I
even
don't
know
always drink beer.
But when it is, it's a special.
And when I do, it's not always Modelo. But today it is.
Today it's fucking Modelo. Yeah, we got a good show, Doug, coming up for you. No big deal there.
Always. I don't know. People, they starting to catch on and we always have a good show.
Yeah.
I think they are.
At least that, right? We don't forget, we're doing this in the beginning because I'm probably going to fuck around and forget by the end of it.
You probably will.
Yeah, see? But we have our review of Big Crit's latest album, Crit Is Here. It'll actually be dropping around the same time. I'll probably end up dropping that one later on tonight and just to push it. Go with the money. But we have that one coming up with this week's episode as well. So be sure to check out that. Big shout outs to Mike on the mic.
Mike on the mic. We finally got him on the mic again.
Finally got his ass on the mic again.
It's, he comes around every like 50 episodes. So it's somewhere around there. You ain't going to hear from him until probably 152 or some shit like that.
Make sure it's special.
Has to be special. And as you can hear, he's still in the building as well. So, again, big ups to him. Jamile over here spreading Ebola with that cough. Anywho, now let's jump right into it. We got the Face app. Now, remember last week how we were talking about this, right?
You just downloaded our faces shit, didn't even use
man.
it. I feel kind of like you working for them people.
Well, here's the reason why I didn't use it, because so last
They
week,
got me now. I'm like, fuck it.
I mean, you're in the soul. I mean, you already.
I'm drinking
Modelo
Modelo now. Shit.
But
Where
yes,
I'm at.
so we were taking the pictures or whatever, and we were going to use them for last week, but we never even actually talked about like the app. It was just some shit that was going on that day, so I thought, okay, let's go ahead and use the faces. But like most things that happen nowadays, there's always a backlash for something that people do when it comes to technology. This shit is no different. With that being said, people are really truly upset, or they're trying to take the fun out of someone who actually would go and, upload their face to see what they look like when they're old. Me personally, I don't have a problem with it. I don't see how people always come up with these. It was tied to Russia. It was a Russian company, but your shirt says made by China, or something else you got, or you drive a fucking Honda and you're worried about what the hell Russians doing on an app with your face on it while you're on.
What does Honda have to do with Russia?
Yeah,
but I'm just saying it's a foreign country. It's all this other shit.
No, it's made by Japan though.
But regardless,
that's an ally.
Man, ally spatly. Russia's always been an ally.
No, they have not. There was a little thing called the Cold War.
I get all of that, but
do you?
My whole point is,
Doesn't sound like you do.
No, I still don't get why
you could have said a Saab. You're driving around your Saab, worried about.
Do they still make Saabs?
Yeah.
Yes.
When was the last time you actually seen a Saab?
Drive down Lemon. There's a whole Saab dealership. a whole world you never knew about.
Yeah, because I don't drive down Lemon Avenue, so I don't wear them kind of shoes no ways. But again, I don't get the backlash, because again, it was a Russian company. Oh, they get to download your face and all while you're on social media. That's the part that throws me off. Like, how are you talking shit about something? Meanwhile, your picture is on fucking social media anyway.
Yeah.
Like Facebook, they had to come up like a couple of $1 billion because information leaked to Russia or other places?
$5 billion, which will disappear into a black hole.
Yeah.
You'll never hear about that money again.
Here. Where does that money go?
Don't worry about it. It goes to things and help the kids.
Yeah. Down. It went to the Face app. There you go.
Yeah. They're doing new shit. But again, I thought it was fun. I was looking at it for myself.
I mean, look.
You did look like your damn pappy.
Nigga.
I'll give you that.
I mean, look, I don't bother people about it. It's like, you're not gonna change about bothering people about doing that shit on social media. And it's already too late.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, this is just the next layer of what they're gonna do.
Right.
It's let's just let go and let's go quietly into that good night.
Just fuck it, huh?
Yeah, fuck it. Don't fight.
But yeah, don't because there's nothing you can do about it. Because again, if you're on some type of social media platform, you have they have.
Yeah, we're gonna get that Illuminati boost. They don't like this message.
I'm trying to set up
nothing you can do about it,
man.
This guy right here, I think he got us one.
Hey, in Illuminati, as long as we ain't got to sacrifice nobody and
boost
do homosexual shit, we good.
Boost his clicks.
Yeah, but again, like I said, if you're already out there. Like, if somebody's on Facebook Live right now that completely opposed to the Face app, let us know, because I'm trying to get the logic behind this shit.
I ain't gonna say I'm just opposed to it, but it's still, you just can't be all frivolous with shits.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not like something. It's not like I'm sitting up here going, "Hey, how about everybody go put their banking information on the website?" No, it's your fucking face. Like hell. Stop lights, traffic lights, and cameras and shit.
Until they do some Mission Impossible and put them, how they used to make the masks where them hoes was realistic, and your ass was robbing a bank, and that
kind of old shit.
Then it'll be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, hell, they got pictures now of Martin Luther King throwing up his middle finger.
But it's the same thing that they do with like Snapchat or whatever. Like, it's
it's that face recognition.
Yeah, facial recognition. And but you do have to realize one thing about companies just in general. Like, anytime you're using a company or a service or a product that's free, you have to realize that if it's free, that means you're the product.
Right.
And they're selling you to somebody else.
You're the guinea pig.
Now, what they're doing with that, maybe it's not a big deal. Maybe it is a big deal. We don't know. That's the point.
Yeah, we never know.
Yeah, so.
And you never will know, though. I mean,
Oh, you might know one day, but
and that day, but when that day comes, I don't think you're gonna want to know it that way.
no, I don't know if you want to know it that way.
We'll say, how the hell I end up in the rap video?
Oh, well.
Say you got this Face app. Is that Face Back app?
Yeah, what was it? That was a movie called, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's off of the other guys.
Yeah, the Face Back app. Gator don't take no shit. But again, like I said, I like a lot of that stuff that was on there, like you could have upgraded the app and got like different faces or like, blemishes or other little shit on there.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I didn't even download it. You the only one that was just went on got on the bandwagon.
He don't care.
I jumped. Yeah, I really don't give a shit. Like,
yeah.
that kind of shit. That kind of shit.
You can tell by your gas station purchases.
What I buy at the gas station.
Goddamn radioactive. Radioactive man.
What is this? Oh, let me put it in my body.
It shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, I can
I
kiss
might
my
just
ass.
eat somebody
Made
face
in
off.
Taiwan. Okay, let's try it.
Right, they got the best product, man. It's all natural. It's organic.
Yeah.
It's all natural, bro.
But like I said, I don't understand why people get so upset about this. Like we all know technology is gonna kill us one day. We get it. Maybe not like Terminator says it is, but technology is gonna be.
They trying.
Yeah, I mean, it's going the exact way that it's supposed to go
all
at this
these damn
point.
billionaires with these projects.
Yeah, projects. You got Sophia. We talked about Sophia last year too. She over here talking about she want to kill the human race. I mean, it's just we know it's gonna happen.
Yeah, somebody gonna download that malware.
Yeah, for real. Fuck some shit up. Fuck some shit up real quick. But again, so if you're upset or mad because all down my timeline just seeing old pictures, why you want to look at yourself? It's not all that fucking serious, people. Have fun.
No, I mean, but people been doing this for. They making it's nothing to do about nothing. They're making people been turning themselves into dogs and cats and all kind of little crazy shit
For the longest.
Yeah, and
that's completely fine.
so an old version of yourself should be actually a step up from a dog. So.
Right. just by a little, right? Just by a little, right?
I don't know. U.S. We
They do love
finicky about
dogs.
these dogs, man.
They do love dogs.
So you fuck with a dog, niggas.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's on Snapchat. It erases in 24 hours.
R.I.P.
Sure
Raider,
it
man.
does.
R.I.P. Raider.
Huh?
Say R.I.P. Raider.
Fuck you. You know what?
Raiders.
You know what I'm saying?
Raiders. R.I.P. Raiders.
Man, that's like
The whole
twice.
roster.
Remind me when we get done to kick your ass.
What? I said R.I.P.
That's that.
Like that's supposed.
Like,
Just because-
Tyson's outlived both of them.
Damn.
Both of them.
I'm not even finna talk about your dog, dog. I'm not even finna talk about nobody else's dog or anything.
Yeah,
to
because
that
you
effect.
can't.
Tyson,
You
like I seen him come and go, man. Come and go. I'm still here.
Fuck both y'all. Both of them. Both of them.
I keep getting older. They keep getting younger.
They keep on saying the same. Yeah, I thought you had a puppy.
Is this the same one? Man, y'all kiss my ass.
He looked the same, but he smelled different.
But so again, Simon, are you upset about FaceApp?
No, I wasn't upset about it. I just didn't give a shit.
Are you upset that I have your face as an old person now?
I thought you were going to use
Yeah,
I thought you were going to use a picture.
Like-
That's the only thing I'm upset. If you're going to do it,
Does the
use
People's
mother-
Court still come on? Because I might make an
It does.
appearance in
On
the
Channel
People's Court.
21.
Dun, dun, dun,
It
dun.
still
I
comes
still
on?
think it goes on. Well, if it's not the People's Court, they got a whole bunch of other court shows.
It's the
you can
same
go to.
shit, right?
Yeah.
Just different lawyer and shit.
Yeah.
Or different judge.
No, the People's Court was so.
I would say try to go to
ridiculous.
Judge Mathis if he's still on.
Crackhead judge.
The People's Court was so ridiculous. Like the suits they would have. They would be motherfuckers be suing for their sheets back and shit.
God damn. That's a damn shame. But moving forward.
Yeah, fuck that face back.
Yeah, fuck it. And yes.
Face back.
And yes, it will be this week's photo, guaranteed.
All I can say is it's a fad and it'll be gone next week.
Yeah, I mean, because the shit's been around for a minute. It just kind of got some new legs, I guess, if you will. My legs, Norbert, my legs.
Yeah.
But moving forward, next topic we got up before we get into the meat and potatoes of everything, and before I go upside my son's head because he won't shut the fuck up. Iowa governor or Iowa government employee, he He's actually
No,
been,
what are you doing?
Wow. But yeah, so the Iowa Iowa government HR director employee guy.
Okay?
Not really, I don't know.
But
But
being distracted by that.
he caught some flack, and he actually got fired for one man thing.
Fired.
Yeah. So basically, what was happening, as you can hear the song playing in the background for y'all on there, what was happening was this gentleman, he actually was catching flack because he would actually start sending out emails to employees with Tupac lyrics on each email. Like, not "Good morning, how are you doing?" It's shit. Only in Cali will not rallies and live, all that kind of shit, right? So my man got fired just because the last straw was enough. He sent it out to 4,300 employees, lyrics to a Tupac song.
I like where it's
I like that.
He's a white guy.
The old white
guy.
Yeah, if you saw what you're picturing, the dude that was sending it is like the complete opposite.
Mm-hmm.
For real. I seen I was like, him?
He kind of looked like a low budget Mike Martz.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And
Mike Martz was pretty low budget himself.
he's pretty low budget, right? Pretty low budget. So yeah, so he was sending out emails, and he would do little shit like he would have Tupac Fridays, where he would just play Tupac loud as fuck in his office while employees roll past.
This would be a great guy to work with.
Man, look, I don't see the problem. I don't see the problem.
He
at all.
says it's on Fridays, right?
On Fridays.
Yeah. We can do that on Fridays.
Then on his 65th birthday, he brought in cookies, and those cookies had Thug Life written across. This dude is a fucking pioneer of sorts, man.
He should have got a goddamn promotion.
He should have got something for this shit. This guy's a fucking pioneer for the work that he put in, loving Tupac.
Boy.
He was trying to lighten the mood, man. Come on, man. You can't do that to him.
That's good.
I think what made it even worse because he was HR. He was in HR. Like, you know, not only does HR have to make sure no one else does fucked up shit, they can't do fucked up shit themselves. Which, you know, I don't necessarily think sending lyrics is a fucked up thing.
Nah, I mean,
He said you choose to open it or not. It's not a.
see, but if I were him,
HR, bro.
if I was him, I would have worked it
HR
in.
email. I'm sorry, you do.
If I was him, I wouldn't have just done like straight lyrics. I would have worked that shit into whatever email I was actually sending, and just kind of weave that shit in. So like, because the beauty of it could have been that nobody realizes you're doing it.
Right.
That's the beauty of it.
Right.
But
I think he wanted to be.
he didn't give a fuck.
He
Yeah.
wanted to be over the top with it.
Yeah, he would
Yeah.
full facial.
Or like put it in like a signature or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
Like I used to have a Martin
Thug
Luther King
life.
for yeah. I used to have Martin Luther King in a signature. Now, you know what? I think I'm gonna do that.
I wish you could do that, but nah, motherfuckers will get sued. Somebody gonna put.
Well, as long as you don't cuss or anything like that.
No,
I mean,
like if everybody could just put whatever they want in their signature, like something funny,
oh man, that shit
that
is brutal.
somebody would fuck it up.
Somebody's gonna take it over the top. It'll probably be me.
They put like a burning Ku Klux Klan cross in there.
You know what's happening. You know it's gonna come out.
Regards.
I thought that was it was a joke.
Well, I got 7 black friends for crying out loud.
They all at work.
Head ass. But you know, big ups to dude. I had his name, but I fucking forgot it. But
He got fired. So
yeah, I mean, you know, he's in Iowa. Google it if you want to. Knock yourselves out.
Yes, I didn't know white people in Iowa like Tupac, but I should have known that.
I mean, that's not a state you would think they would like fucking Tupac in. I mean, not only has it been damn near 30 years, but shit. Iowa? Do they make
It has been almost 30 years. I was about to say, no, it's like, nah. 90s is, that's just 20-some years ago, nigga.
Yeah. That was what he died in 96?
Yeah.
That was quite a while ago there, buddy. That was quite a while ago. Poor fella. Wonder what he's doing now. Anyways, you know, because he's in Cuba and shit. Probably not.
Maybe that's why we couldn't go to Cuba last week. Bastards.
Why? Because Tupac is out there?
Yeah, and they didn't want us black folks to see him.
Dog, you know something that's like a little messed up? I actually like when I hear his beat. I mean, of course, I think of Tupac, but really more, I like the Busta Rhymes.
Oh
The
yeah.
Busta Rhymes. This.
And Jeffrey, what the fuck you bothering me for? You know what I'm
Oh man, I love that fucking.
It won't be without you. Yeah, they Ja Rule ain't been right ever since this goddamn song.
They got on Ja ass, man.
And 50 still fucking with him too.
That's messed up. You took it off, 50. It's okay.
No,
you even got the
50
vitamin.
is not gonna let up anytime soon. Yeah.
Yeah, but again, I get it.
Like 50 got stabbed. Like
I get that, but he's not gonna let it go. He's just not gonna let it go.
Never. Because that what 50 did when he bought all them tickets so the front row would be empty. That's just like classic. That's like the best shit I've ever.
That's single-handedly the greatest trolling of all time.
Just and then they had that meme with that nigga sitting in the middle of all the empty seats. I was like, this nigga's never gonna let this go. And he put some money in your pocket at the same time.
Man, that's how you know you petty.
That's
when you don't like a motherfucker, but you still give him bread, just so nobody would show up to that hoe.
And he said he got him off Groupon. What made it worse? That nigga is diabolical.
Yeah,
that's messed up, man. That's messed up.
He should be.
Shit, this was probably about maybe 6 months
Ja,
ago.
man, tell Charlie Baltimore to get his ass. Man.
Where is old Charlie Baltimore?
I don't know.
Dead in jail.
I wouldn't say that.
Damn, man.
She might just be
You're
living a
just coming
normal
with some
life.
negativity today, aren't you? You have to make a long drive and just kind of just fuck it up. Do what now?
Oh yeah. Like 6-7 months ago, I think him and what the fuck? Who used to do who was on the girl that was on Murder? God damn it, I can't think.
Ashanti?
Ashanti, there we go. Shit, I was having a break.
How the fuck can you forget Ashanti?
I don't know.
Her fine ass.
Anywho, yeah, they were on tour and they had came down to Texas. And they were supposed to perform at Texas Live in Arlington, and motherfucker only sold 8 tickets.
8 tickets?
8.
Ashanti sold 8 tickets?
No, the Ja Rule on that shit, and 8 tickets. That nigga canceled that show. If you
well, the death knell really was this year, where he was doing that halftime show, and the music wasn't working.
Oh man!
And he was like, "Are you ready?"
I
guess not.
Man, that nigga's been having a tough go at it.
I was like, "Damn, Ja, that's messed up."
He said he had his little pocket. And he stepped out of it.
That's the fucked up part. Like, his songs were not bad. He had some jams.
No, yeah, he did.
And he was able to get the clearances on some of them beats and all of that. Like, he had some jams.
Yeah, Pain is Love was a good.
That was a good album.
Yeah. But I mean,
introduce us to Ashanti.
It just once it fell off the cliff.
Yeah, that's an
shit
accomplishment.
fell off the cliff.
That it nosedived.
And I mean, I guess.
Yeah, as soon as he came out with Clap Back, that's
Clap back. They go clap back.
That's when I was like, you know how at a certain point you just give up on the movie. You're like, all right, let me just, all right, let me just get on. Get the crowd to the parking lot. I don't need to hear the end of
Wait,
Crack
the
Back.
end credits. Fuck them credits.
Yeah, I don't need to hear the end of Crack
If he
Back.
would just stayed in his lane and kept on making them songs.
I was like, man, don't let him fuck up your
Well,
money,
he
man.
did. He did stay in his lane.
He did, but when he showed that it was affecting him.
Yeah, that was lame.
And that's when it was like, yeah.
Never let him see you sweat.
Man, and he did. And it's never been
Nigga,
right.
I'd
And then what happened with Murder Inc. when they had to switch their name up and they went through all their legal shit. So it kept on piling up. So it kept on making it look like they weren't the ones.
Yeah.
And 50 was holding it down, and when he hit with G Unit, the game was changed.
And Jeffrey, what the fuck you bothering me for?
And he had everybody on G Unit and Shady and everybody riding against Ja and them. So it was like he had the machine.
Oh yeah, Shady
killing
on.
them.
Don't put Shady on me.
He had the machine behind.
Oh,
him.
that's the Guantanamo Bay of beef rappers.
God damn.
Especially at that time when he really didn't give a shit, when he was high as hell too.
Oh, God, that was fucking horrible.
He might have Like that, I wouldn't necessarily put him as the best rapper, but he has some of the most creative verses, like some of the shit that he would say.
Who?
It's like early in his career, Eminem.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he was thrown off.
Yeah, them drugs got to his ass real quick, and it just nosedived. That shit nosedived.
Yeah, he ain't. And people try to say like, oh yeah, his other. I'm like, nah,
it's not the same.
Nah, dog.
Because I used to be a huge Eminem fan, but it started to decline.
It is what it is. And especially with rap, it's always a young nigga game too. So sometimes it's just, and then he got kind of stayed away for a while, and like you try to catch back up, it's always hard, and then they look at you like the old nigga in the club.
I mean, because technically you are the
old nigga in the club.
And it's the one thing about, and it depends on the artist and where they're coming from, right? Because Eminem was a dude who was an angry motherfucker, right? And he expressed that in his music a lot. Even in his happy songs, you could hear like, motherfucker smiling, but you're pissed off.
Angry motherfucker.
And so, he got old, he got rich, he had a family.
Got a check with a 4x4
all of a sudden, of course, he's still that same guy, but he's not as angry anymore. He's chilling, which he should be. So it's hard to come from that same place where he pulled all that fucking gold from.
Yeah, I mean, he's still cold as far as what you call it. We talked about it. I still think he lost to Machine Gun Kelly. That's just my own personal opinion. But
and what have you heard from Machine Gun Kelly since?
What have you heard from Eminem since?
But I'm just Eminem's already established.
Ring the alarm, Caterpillar is mining. Yeah. That was a good song though. Just for the record.
I'm just saying, Machine Gun Kelly did not take he didn't take advantage of that little spurt where he could have.
He can't because it's, like you said, it's Eminem. He's established. He's still.
I'm sorry, Puff, but I don't give a fuck if that chick was my own mother. I still fuck her and come inside her and have a son and a new brother at the same time and just say that it ain't mine.
That's a sick motherfucker.
I was like,
oh,
that's gross. I was like,
that's creative though. It was creatively
have
gross.
A son and a new brother at the same time.
Yeah, you had to rewind that shit and be like,
for real.
Did that nigga just say what did he just? All right.
All right.
Yeah.
That's where he's taking this one, huh?
Yeah. So nice little tangent we just went off on then, right?
Yeah, about almost 5-7 minutes.
Yeah, good. Now back to technology. You like
technology.
I have this thing, I guess. I guess we have this thing collectively with technology and how that shit's gonna go. So
beam me up,
man. Virtual Insanity, that was phenomenal. I still jam that song to this day. I have no idea what other song he's ever done, but that one, I'm sure.
What fuck we talking
about? Are you mad because you don't know Virtual Insanity?
I know Virtual Insanity.
No, you
I was just listening on the way over.
Somebody go get the Matchbox. Got something for this nigga today. Anyways, so Elon Musk.
Shit.
Elon Musk.
He's at it again. He didn't have a blunt in his hand when he said this.
Now, remember when I was telling you they had to get rid of his ass, right? Because he was just being too erratic and, like some of the shit that he was saying. Now, this isn't along the lines of being erratic.
You sure?
This is the next evolution in technology because if you don't watch like Black Mirror, we all watch Black Mirror. So if you watch that show, that shit. Honestly, I didn't even think about it until I actually watched that shit.
Yeah.
And so I knew we're not that far off from it, for crying out loud. I mean, I can press a button on my phone right now. It's cutting off that TV and all the lights and shit downstairs. I get it. However, now what Elon Musk is trying to do is to implant something inside of your brain that connects to your smartphone, which again, it's only natural at this point. That's the next way to go because, we're moving away. Well, we're moving away from hands-free. Think about it. Some people can walk in their house and go, hey, Alexa, cut on the lights. Like we're moving away from being able to, grab hold to cell phones, tablets, computers. So it's the next thing. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to come out next week. It may be 5-10 years from now, but it's still the next wave of shit to happen. So what are y'all's thoughts on initially how that's going to, well, would you like it? Would you do it?
Absolutely not. No. But
that's too intrusive to me.
Yeah,
I gotta
because
still have something that's me.
yeah,
It's in my mind. I don't.
My
I'm not-
mind's telling me
It's
no.
and just I mean science fiction's always science fiction to science truth.
yeah. What was freaky was watching, and if anybody's interested, go on YouTube. Elon Musk has a presentation that he gave about it up. It's only like 12 minutes or something like that. But it's interesting. Like I don't think they just come out and talk about that shit publicly.
Right. So you thought this is some shit somebody recorded? Or
Yeah, I was like, damn, is this on a camera phone? Like no,
This is a production.
Yeah, this is a. But the crazy part about it, if you listen to the presentation, he says it has both read and write capabilities.
Whew, that's some cold blooded shit.
And they just kind of move past that like like that wasn't. I was like,
Wait, what?
right, what? So I mean, you got to be. But it's gonna be interesting though, because I mean, they're not just developing this shit just to develop it. They're
Right, yeah.
They're gonna try to put it in people. So, if you have instant access to all the shit, all the information or whatever, that might in certain fields give you like a head up, right? And
maybe a cop.
I mean,
something in that nature, but still.
a cop if you work in software, if you do anything technical,
Right,
or
right.
if you're doing anything like if engineering, like think about it, if you're working at some fucking engineering company and you just like blowing motherfuckers away with your designs and all kind of
Right.
shit because you're pulling from all this shit that you have access to and everybody else has got to like read about the shit first and then
Right.
try to
And,
and so
that shit in.
yeah, and so or if they can download how to even like whole skill sets to you, at a
That's
certain
the
point.
Matrix.
At a certain point, people will start being like, just to compete, I have to,
I just like
and then you cross a point at which it becomes normal,
Right.
and then that's it. Then that's a new normal.
Everybody's smart.
That's it. That's what you're saying. Like I said, I'm gonna be the one that's resisting that shit until it is the norm.
But you'll probably have like our generation. At least some of us will be like that.
Yeah.
Just like some
I don't
old,
have the button ready,
just like
Bruce.
some old people refuse to use a cell phone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So there's gonna be that cutoff somewhere. But like
Sure.
kids now, I mean, they grow up with their face in the iPad and the computers and everything. So
They
it's
live in a
it's just
virtual
it's just
world.
natural, right?
Right. And because they're gonna come up with a million different reasons. Like me personally, like I say, the chip that you got on your debit card, that's a form of tracking. I mean, you can say what you want to,
Debit card, regardless, is a form of tracking.
Right. So again, like I said, you how many times you think about some shit or you type in some Google shit and then the ads pop up. Can you disable it on your phone? You can, but they still tell you, well, ads will still pop up, and them hoes are still the same kind of ads that you would go get anyways. Fuck you if I go to Popeyes every Tuesday because they got that $1.49 two-piece. You know what I'm saying?
I have not been
But one of the things Musk was talking about that they wanted to do with it was like download like memories and experiences.
See,
And
that
so-
Black Mirror shit.
So that you could have. So he was basically saying like,
So you can
so
put your
if
thoughts in the
somebody
machine.
if somebody runs for an 80-yard touchdown and they have this in their shit, they could download that experience and then you could upload it and experience it like that person did.
See,
when they
that's
were
some
doing it.
cool shit.
Yeah.
Now that's cool.
Which
But
you
there's
think about
always
it
the
like
flip side to that too.
yeah, but you think about the flip side to these and how we just ignore, all the negatives of them. We're gonna ignore the negatives of that too.
Yeah,
Because it's gonna be so fucking cool.
exactly.
And convenient. The convenience
yeah.
is going to be probably going to drive that to.
Of course, because if I can just sit there, how many times you been sitting on the couch or whatever, and you're like, God damn, I wish the TV would go off, but you got to look for the remote, or you got to, do some shit like that. If I can blink twice like I Dream of Jeannie and that bitch cut off, guess what? That bitch is finna cut off.
Yeah.
And, so you got that. You got, I need to start my car. Wiggle your ear or something, your car starts. Like like I said, it sucks because it's definitely gonna be some bad with this shit. They're definitely gonna.
There's always going to be a glitch to it.
Of course.
Nothing is going to be perfect.
Somebody's gonna figure out the code, and all of a sudden it turns into an explosion.
The coolest
device.
part is like what you were saying. The way they were explaining it was like turning on. So like for instance, turning on your car, like you mentioned, it would be like moving your hand.
Yeah.
Where you just have to think about doing it, and you don't even think move my hand. You just kind of do it.
Right. Yeah, and that shit, I got a remote start now, and that shit is convenient as fuck, especially when it's cold outside.
Oh yeah.
even when it's hot, because the AC cut on inside of that some bitch too. So, again, like it's a danger to society. At the same time,
somebody. There's always going to be somebody trying to weaponize it or take it to the other extreme, and not for convenience and things that gonna help, but just to put people in danger and try to take information and things of that nature, and put your mind in a machine or some shit like that.
Right. and then even little stuff like, and this is maybe this is just me, and maybe this is something that's 200 years from now, I don't know, but like people with dementia or Alzheimer's or something like that, maybe they have downloaded memories from 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and that kind of.
From 10 years ago.
Maybe that's something that can help them. I don't know. Maybe that's where they're going, or one place they can go with it. Yes, no, maybe so. But that would be pretty cool because watching somebody have dementia or something like that. That's a bad fucking thing to witness.
Yeah.
So just having that capability to be able to do it. Having that capability to be able to do it, I think that's a pretty good idea. I mean,
I definitely see the benefits of it,
right?
But it's still that intrusiveness that you're literally going into my head.
Yeah, you're opening yourself up.
So that's.
What if I catch a virus? Who the fuck do I call?
Yeah, I don't know if they got the malware for that one.
Shit.
Oh shit,
man!
You'd be like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Here, insert.
Now I'm leaking green shit out my ear.
and you know there's some mean motherfuckers who'll do like some like infinite pop up shit.
Yeah.
Give you a virus and all your whole field of vision is just pop ups.
Nigga be mad the motherfucker. Spam busters, bitch. I got my stroke from you, Ron.
Cam soda.
Yeah, so that's always the. That's the
Black Mirror
line of
episode.
it. That
I'm sure they have it on the way.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, it's gonna be if he's into it and stuff like that.
It's gonna happen.
He's not going into it to lose money.
It's gonna happen, man.
It's gonna happen. But another benefit. Porn,
that motherfucker.
Just saying.
Yeah, see that's
yeah,
that's gonna be that. That's gonna be that hook.
That's the one.
That'll be the one that got me. That'll be the one that got me. I'll hold out on everything else.
That's gonna be y'all motherfucking Black Mirror.
Being that bitch fucked up. wake up, wonder why you all over on the floor and shit. What the hell you got going on? Oh, nothing. I was looking at cows.
Yeah, you wake up, you ain't got no furniture. You just laying on the fucking floor like, oh my God.
What the hell? How long was I in there?
So your daughter's graduating high school right now. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, so that could be a gift and a curse, a pro and a con. But yeah, so you got that. You got, like I said, sports. That'll be pretty cool, because they already kind of have the virtual reality where I guess you can download, like as if you're at the game. If you have like the little VR shit. I mean, that's technically.
Well, but you know what's more interesting though is like even with all the cool stuff you'll be able to do, what's almost more dangerous is like. Think about it. Okay, if you live in an environment that you're not that fond of, right?
Right.
And you can just go home and plug in, and now I'm just sitting on the beach, hanging out, not even fucking doing nothing, just in a better atmosphere. You could theoretically start wanting to be there more than here.
Avatar.
And I think that could fuck a lot of people up.
Well, but I think it could fuck people up
because people got addictive personalities with that shit too.
And the main thing is like whatever floats your boat. I mean, yeah, because you will have people that are depressed or whatever, and it's like, well, shit, if I can plug this shit in,
get away from
press my cheek real quick, and I'm in Bali, shit, all right, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
If that works for people, let it work for people. I wouldn't give it to prisoners, but again, you're gonna weaponize the shit. You know they're gonna weaponize it.
Keeping your foot on these prisoners.
You know they're gonna weaponize it.
Like nobody was even talking about prisoners when you're the fucking prisoners.
had to slide that shit in there. But yeah, in those circumstances, hey, you cross this red line, your head's gonna explode. We all seen movies where this shit happens, and now this shit is happening.
Yeah.
Oh well, like I said, it's all science fiction until it's science truth. Man, when we see this stuff in movies, people were like, there's somebody in the lab somewhere like, I'm gonna try to do that.
Yeah.
Because like stuff we saw when we watched Star Trek and stuff like that back in the day with the flip phones and shit like that happened. Like that wasn't just in the movie. On the TV show, we literally had flip phones, and now them hoes ain't cool no more.
Yeah. They went in and out really quick too.
Yeah, so it is what it is. So it's gonna be somebody's always trying to achieve that, even though it might take a bundle of motherfuckers down with you. Right. Somebody's gonna try to do that shit.
So what would be the first thing that you would do if you got a brain implant?
My Neuralink.
Just technically what.
All right. So who's around?
I'm afraid to even. So apparently we gotta give him two scenarios. Okay. First scenario: if you're around your wife. Okay. If you're around your wife, what's the first thing you're Neuralinking to?
You ready to go to sleep?
And they gonna wait, and they can't wait to wake up in the middle of the night. And they can't wait to wake up in the middle.
Oh, turn on the link. Oh yeah, the link.
Double tap.
Oh, bye world.
Oh man. But a very first thing, it'd probably be the same shit I do when I get like a new computer, like go to ESPN and check out highlights. Like that would be.
It'd be cool to be in the highlights.
Yeah, like if you can be on the floor in a basketball game or field in a football game.
Neuralinking to LeBron James Jr.'s head.
Yeah, you gotta watch it though. You don't want Neuralinking to the wrong person.
Right.
Fuck yourself up.
And that's another cold part too. If you're these are all theories at this point. But if you can link into somebody else's head at a certain point, wait a minute, hold on, man.
I'll link and go see if this Earth is really flat.
Yeah, hey, imagine if your bitch find your password to your Neuralink. Shit.
Oh,
yeah. What you doing right now? I can see it. Yeah.
Hit the pop-up button.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine that shit. Black men don't cheat. Hashtag.
Hashtag that.
But yeah. So what's the? Oh, okay, yeah. So first scenario with your wife. Second scenario, us, your partners, some of your other partners.
Probably get myself in a rap video, maybe skydiving, scuba diving, something like that.
I like skydiving.
I was in a rap video on accident on vacation. That's funny.
What was it? Africans Are Us?
No, it was some Miami niggas. When we was in Miami, we were on.
There's always somebody shooting a fucking rap video in Miami.
Because it's fucking Miami.
We were on the rooftop pool, and we had seen them earlier, and they came earlier, and they came up there, and it was like, you mind? They was just some B-roll stuff, but it was like, y'all mind if we gonna be? I was like, yeah, we in the background and shit like that. We follow nigga on Spo Bars. What's happening, brother? Yeah, let's follow him on Instagram and shit. He's kind of got a Kodak Black kind of. All of them, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But no, it was cool. They were cool. But yeah, I'd probably like try to do skydiving or go to space or some shit.
Oh yeah, that's another one.
Oh yeah, that is a good one. Space is a good one. I would probably do something with like some military shit.
Guantanamo Robinson.
You really want to?
This really wants to torture some people.
What? I said military shit. I didn't necessarily say like go kill somebody.
But
what military
every time
shit?
You brought up military shit, it's been torture.
I mean, because you do know that's what the military, that's what they're there for.
Yeah, true. But it would be
they're trained
because you know how I have a love now for artillery. So just more of that shit. You
can do that without.
I can't afford a $5,000
Neuralink into a fucking gun range.
Okay, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But I can't afford a $2,000 ass artillery rifle. I can't do anything like that.
Go to the gun range and shoot that motherfucker. You don't have to.
They don't have them hoes there.
There's something that do.
Man,
places that you can go shoot guns and shit like that.
Do you really think they got like an AK-47 talking about you can rent this hoe out?
Yeah, yes. right down in Addison, the one Eagle has AK-47.
Oh God!
And they got shotguns in there too.
Well, I get the shotguns, but
yeah, you can go rent They said there's one. I
Learn
know when
something
we was
new
in
every day.
Vegas, there was a place. Their gun range. You could rent machine guns.
It's kind of weird how nonchalant it is too. Like you would think they would like follow you in there and do all kinds. It's like, all right, have a good time.
Yeah, I'm telling. The least amount.
Don't shoot nobody.
You ever shot it before? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Sign this.
Don't. If you point it at me, I'm gonna shoot you. All right. Have a good day.
I'm telling you, like honestly, I've been black my whole life. Obviously, going to the gun ranges, that's the time that I don't get like second looks. Like I don't get like, why is he in here? I don't get those kind of looks at all. It's just like, hey, how you doing? I'm good. How about yourself? All right.
You,
good.
you like guns? I like guns.
Yeah,
Let's go shoot.
yeah. Let's go right in this motherfucker. But like you said, you turn around so goddamn fast, I'm gonna shoot you. All right, yeah, fair enough. You're right.
Yeah, I said the wife learned that shit real quick when we was in that gun range. I told her, I said, whenever you're done shooting, you place this gun down right here, and that hoe pointing that way down. Right.
Yeah.
Do not. Don't. Oh my God! And have the gun. I said, don't do that shit.
Not turn.
I said, I'm sorry. I might have to elbow you.
Yeah. I got it, guys. I got it.
I'm not trying to get shot in this hole.
Yeah. I got it, guys. I got it. Don't worry. Don't worry. She'll wake up in a couple of hours.
That's it. That was my only thing, like, cause I knew she was good. The sound of it was gonna scare her first, and I just didn't want her to like react fast and still have the gun and turn this way. It's like, I said, if you're scared, just put the gun down.
Right,
and
right.
I'll take it from there.
Right.
Cause she walked in that hole, and everybody was bah, bah. She was like, I seen it in the eye. I was like, ah, shit.
They were just in there busting like.
She like, I didn't know it was gonna be that loud. Like we're at a gun range, and it was kind of closed in, so it echoed real loud.
Right.
But it was cool. She finally got to shooting there. She was like, oh, and I was like,
yeah. See, so that'll be the first thing I do. You know, just like some more of that shit.
So
talking about technology, right? Y'all hear that down there?
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's just TV. I mean,
oh God, what is he having on? What is he having on? What is he having on? He has.
Now I lost my train of thought.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
What were you talking about?
Oh
yeah. So you mean to tell me that some scientists who have been studying how to make a brain implant for 60 years finally figure out how to make something small enough yet powerful enough to connect your mind to a computer and the entire wealth of human knowledge on the internet, and the first thing that you would decide to do is to go to a fucking gun range that you can do any fucking Saturday?
Yeah.
All right.
That would be the first
Just
thing I would
wanted
do.
to know. Want to confirm.
Porn is not too far behind it, but you know.
I actually think I would try to stay away from the porn.
Because once you're in, you're in.
I get lost in that.
Yeah.
I get lost in
oh
that.
my God.
I'd be like, I can't.
Get one of them suits like a
I can't
Ready
go
Player
back.
One.
She looked like she had some cattywampus.
Like you can't like legitimately have like 4 and 5-somes, you know, and then just go back and be like, all right, honey, you wanna like it's not.
You want some cereal, babe?
It's like, nah, I don't live in this world no more.
But again, that goes back to like the Black Mirror episode.
Show me a world with no boundaries.
With Anthony Mackie in the video game thing.
That was
gay is exactly what it was, but it was like a unparalleled. I mean, I don't know what you would call it, but it was a little weird.
I wouldn't do that. I mean, there's too many. You're on the internet. You're on the internet, so it's like millions of people just go find you one of the women.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter what she looks like
you
because
say
she
that's
have
one
an
of the
avatar.
women.
Damn, you wouldn't really know, would you?
You wouldn't really know. You wouldn't really know, but he knew, so no excuse. But
his wife was so
like something
bad,
like
though.
that, something like playing video games with it. Like imagine, again, side note, we got a Madden in the NBA 2K tournament coming up in the next month or so. The dates will come here within the next week, and we'll figure everything else out.
Trying
but
to get the logistics.
Just imagine being able to jump into a game and do that. It's to me again. It just there's so many possibilities that you're able to do, just with having that technology. I mean, I love it.
Just hold on to the rope, man.
I mean, just hold on. I mean, fuck it.
Hold on to the
Alexa,
rope.
where the hose at?
You let go of that.
Yeah. Shout out to Bruce for that comment.
You let go of that rope, man. You never know.
Man,
You might totally lose it.
That's the thing.
It's possible.
Like, think about it. You could forget which world you're in.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa,
And
is
that's
this the real one?
And that's the scary.
Or is that the real one?
Right. I mean, again,
Fuck.
But people go crazy in real life anyway. So I mean, fuck it, go
true.
crazy in the fucking in a bullshit world. Knock yourself out.
I don't know.
I mean, as long as you can't physically harm somebody, like talking about the purge, that shit is gonna happen for real. In virtual reality.
I don't know, man. You don't know what all that Neuralink is linked to with you. And that hoe might hit a nerve and your ass drop dead.
Yeah.
So
you are still
never
dealing
know.
with something some people made. So
This is true.
You know.
I definitely wouldn't be one of the first motherfuckers in line up to get it. If it came out in 2020, I would wait to buy 2026, 2027, somewhere around there.
Still got a lot of glitches in that motherfucker. Still got a lot of glitches. Hey, they were on Note 7 and that
They
hoe
gonna be
started blowing up.
pushing wireless updates
They
to
have
your
Note
brain.
1 to 6 to figure this shit out. They waited to 7 for that hoe to blow up.
Yeah, let's start blowing up at number 7. Say shit.
You know, that's probably how the Borg started.
The who?
The Borg.
What's
Star
that?
Trek.
Yeah.
Oh.
You must
He got it.
You must assimilate. Resistance is futile.
Resistance is futile.
They were all hooked into a computer, and they were one big super intelligence. But they were, individual people, but they got hooked up to this computer, and now
They moved as one.
yeah,
basically.
they moved as one, as like a collective.
Oh.
And they would just take over shit.
Yeah.
They would just overwhelm you with numbers. We just gonna keep on hitting you with this, and you're gonna give in. Trust. This ain't our first rodeo.
You're gonna stop before
gonna
we
lose.
do.
Fuck it. Maybe so. So last thoughts on the implant. Good or bad?
Intentions are good, but if that shit is real there's the fucking edge of bad.
Yeah,
Intentions are good.
I would say it's cool technology. People better be very careful with it, though.
Yeah.
Very. And I think, and people are not. That's the thing is, people are not. A person might be. People are not.
Yeah.
You pull up You pull up Chrome right now on any of my devices. Type in W. It's going right to the smut. So you're damn right we're gonna take advantage of it. Anywho, last topic we got up. We want to give a special shout out to Kevin Garnett. Cue the clapping.
That's fucked up.
Jesus Christ. Kevin Garnett has to pay $100,000 a month in spousal and child support.
This is after he playing.
To his wife after he retired from the NBA. To his ex-wife after she signed the prenup.
Wait, what happened?
I mean, they got a divorce.
I'm saying, but like,
He-
I'm saying with the
he
prenup,
he
I thought
must
this
have
was
had
supposed
a shitty lawyer,
Man, look.
and he had the co-part. He had to pay for hers.
Man, look,
Woo!
she better watch it, man. Like, pretty soon KG gonna be on Twitter like, "Hi, Twitter world. This is Kevin Garnett.
It's yours truly again.
I'm here to set the record straight."
So that Area 21, man, you better hope that catch on, baby.
You want to talk about on TNT?
Man.
It's not.
He gonna have to do more than them little 10-minute segments.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna need you. Got to step up to an hour for this kind of child support.
Man, look, I give you $100,000 a month, but can I stay on the other side of the house? You can do your thing, I can do my thing.
That's 1.2 a year.
Well, it's between child support and spousal support, but still, it's still $100,000 a month. Like, I'm fucking sorry. Like,
What?
You don't need $50,000. Let's say bust it down. You don't need $50,000 a month to take care of a fucking kid.
And I like I said, I get that they lived in a certain type of lifestyle and things. But
Bitch, you left me.
Regardless of how they split up, $100,000. What the fuck are you doing that your living expenses is $100,000? Especially when it's now everything's cut in half.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you're not a full household no more.
Right.
So what are you doing that costs $100,000 to live a month?
$100,000.
But you know, motherfuckers like them, they'll have like $40,000 rent and shit like that.
Like I said, I understand that.
Damn,
but
a downgrade.
With that, we're splitting this house.
Yeah.
We need to go down to 20 or 10 or something.
Man, look.
You tell me you can't find a nice ass house for $10,000 a month?
You absolutely could. You absolutely could. You
Shit,
can find.
Find a
in
nice
any
one for
state in
$2,000. $2,000 a
And
month.
like you living in a loft or something in New York with 10. Well, maybe not in New York because them motherfuckers is
Man, you 3,
But you still
4,000.
could get something really nice with
Right.
that. Like, come on, dog. That sometimes that shit is just over the top. I get it. There's a slant with the men, women shit. I get that, but that's not the way to get it, man.
Yeah, not like that.
Because you're literally driving him. I get he's made a lot of money in his career and stuff like that, but that still doesn't entitle you to 100.
No,
How old is the kid? I hope he's 17.
Nah, I don't think he's nowhere close to 17. Yeah, I mean, he got some time.
Kid might have to go too.
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck them kids, man. Fuck
it's
them
like a
kids.
chicken and the egg thing. Like,
Which one came first?
whoever walks out that door first is getting it today.
Burn the house down. Gotta buy another. Don't forget the gas can, jealous, stupid motherfucker.
But that's just my thing. I don't understand that. And sometimes that's the woman's way to get the bag. And like, come on, man, you got to be better than that.
And
Please be better.
And
than
now
that.
she gonna star on some kind of stupid fucking
Yeah,
shit.
she
kind
gonna
of
probably
shit.
be on Basketball Wives or some shit like.
Well,
come on.
like if you giving up 100,000, like I'll give you this 100,000, but you have to sign a non-disclosure at this point, and she's not gonna argue with that. $100,000 a month to not.
If she got to this point to negotiate 100,000, she arguing with
After
every
a
fucking.
No,
prenup?
because you got to think about it. Like the ones that be on Basketball Wives, we talking about Antoine Walker chicks and shit like that. Like they ain't getting 100,000.
They got more money than Antoine.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't talking about Shawnee's on there, but she ain't getting no more money from Shaq, so she all right.
But she runs the whole shit though. She's
Right.
the producer.
But you got that. Those are those kind of women. But if you get $100,000 a month, you don't need to go on a fucking TV show for what? You don't see Juanita Jordan on none of this shit. Have you heard of that from her since beforehand, during, and after?
But she was a lawyer, wasn't she?
Real estate.
Whatever.
Or something.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Or she
whatever,
knew
whatever.
some
Yeah.
finagle ways to
Yeah.
get some shit. And I'm about this bitch.
Yeah, I mean, hell, you don't. The only time you heard from Allen Iverson's wife was when she was standing outside, butt naked on the front door. I mean, that was the only time.
I missed that day.
Remember, that's when he got in trouble for.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Because she was apparently outside.
Oh yeah, I got you. I remember that.
But nevertheless, yeah, like I said, 100,000. Number one, 100,000 is too much. But
that's so. Come on, that 100 G's
yeah.
a month.
And then after you sign a prenup, like she signed a prenup
Like-
and she still gets $100,000.
Did KG fuck up that bad?
I mean, fuck, the marriage is over. Whether he fucked up bad or not,
But
it was what it was.
God damn it.
No, that shit, like I said, and then you don't need $50,000 to take care of a kid, 2 kids,
So
4
I
kids.
can't just give you a lump sum and you can't just go away.
I ain't giving up no lump sum neither. Fuck that.
But them motherfuckers go way after that. I get it,
Man, I wouldn't
But
give them
that's
kids. I wouldn't give them kids no medicine when they get sick.
No.
You just gonna have to make
no
it.
tussing.
You just gonna have to make it, dog.
tussing.
Yeah.
Because if you go, I get at least 30 back.
If I gotta give you if I have to give up $50,000 a month to be your daddy, hey dad, can you come to this? Nah, I ain't going to shit. Record it, nigga, and send it to me. Shit, you got the technology.
Neuralink, nigga. Blink twice.
that cheekbone. You know what I'm saying? Hit that cheekbone.
That's what you gotta do. Get a Neuralink. Get her fucked up on the internet. Yeah. Get her lost in some fucking
I got
wormhole.
your ass to blink twice.
She don't know what. She don't know what. She don't know what world she's in. And then you fucking get custody of the kids because she's drooling all in the court.
Ain't that a bitch? You talking
Got
about me
you,
and my
bitch.
Guantanamo Bay shit?
KG is probably an investor in that shit.
Yeah, he probably is.
Guaranteed.
No, he'll.
Might be.
He
God,
invested more in her though.
Like I said, and that to me, that shit. That shit has a. That's where the core. It's a female slant to that because it's never really. It's rare that you see it the reverse with like the Candace Parker having to pay. What you call it? Which was it? But that's it. That we look at that shit. We laugh at that shit because it's you never really see. That's not too often.
This is the whole reason I think Oprah never got married.
That could be it.
Like, you know what? If you want to hang out,
We can, yeah.
but nah, I'm not about to let you.
I'm not putting the government in our shit.
Yeah, I'm not about to give you
I already done
500.
gave away all these cars. I'm not gonna give you these cars too, motherfucker.
Score business.
That could be. That's a good theory
I mean,
right there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, because I know what my answer to the question would be. But if the roles were reversed, right, and y'all had women that made millions of dollars, would you accept spousal support if y'all were
Yes.
Yes.
I needed to be supported. I supported you for all that time we were together, the 6 months.
But no.
Had And now I need to be.
No, you
For the
didn't,
rest
you didn't
of
support.
my motherfucking life.
Y'all were together. She was by and large the breadwinner. You know what I'm saying? Like there was no questions about it whatsoever. For all intent and purposes, you were a house husband. Would you accept spousal support?
Yes.
Yeah.
I began spousal support while we was married.
I mean, that's the best lick to hit right there, though.
Yeah.
Shit. Babe, kind of want to Benz today. I would.
It's Bruce Lee's brother. $10,000 an hour. I know that sounds expensive. Stay away from my bride.
Shout out to Chappelle. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. We just crossed that hour mark. Facebook Live, thank you guys for tuning in.
Man, holla, man. Appreciate y'all.
You guys are fucking phenomenal. Everywhere else, we're not on SoundCloud anymore, so don't go to SoundCloud. But we're everywhere else.
Weren't they supposed to go bankrupt?
Yeah, they were supposed to, but you know, the shit they have now is stupid. You can check it on YouTube. I just found this shit out. Check it on YouTube. Libsyn, obviously, of course, on the website. Straight
YouTube is easier.
.libsyn, yeah. .com. .com. Yeah, there you go.
.com.
Check that out. Apple, Google, Stitcher, Podbean.
All the places that you look
Every
at,
fucking where.
Music or podcasts and stuff, we're there.
If you got iTunes, leave a fucking review, please.
A review.
Yeah.
And
anyway.
hit our Patreon page too.
Yeah.